least common denominator. So what is the least common denominator? The least common denominator is finding the least common multiple for the denominator of the two different fractions. So LCD stands for least common denominator, and here we need to maintain order. So maintaining order, especially when we go ahead and we start dealing with fractions, negative fractions. So here we have our number line. We're going to mark -1, and then on the right side of our number line, we're going to mark 0. And we're going to take this moment to introduce negative fractions. So here we have -1/10, and we're going to, and for our second fraction, we have -25/100. Notice immediately that we don't have the same denominator. So for this example, we're going to have to find a least common multiple, or the least common denominator, to determine which is greater or lesser than the other. All right, and we're going to try to plot it on a number line up here, right? So here we're going to attempt to find the LCD, the least common denominator, which in this case is 100. So the LCD here is 100. So we're going to multiply 25 over 100 by 1 over 1. All right, and then here for our first fraction, we're going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 10. Okay, now let's apply a multiplication here, right? So rewrite this statement as -10 over 100. Okay, draw a box here, and then we're gonna multiply 25 by 1, giving us -25, and multiply 100 by 1, so gives us 100 in the denominator. The second fraction ultimately is -25 over 100. Now here, since the number line goes from least to greatest, from left to right, we can determine here, we can plot here a -10 over 100. Okay, -10 over 100. And since it goes from least to greatest, and we're here on the negative side, we're going to plot a little more to the left here, -25 over 100. So here we could clearly see on our number line that -10 is greater than -25 over 100. And that's the purpose of finding a least common denominator.